Hi there, this is Matthew with Marble Gems. I've had a lot of people that have been asking me how I make these little marble grinding cups. It's a silicon carbide, carborundum material that I use to make my marbles with. The marble, I'll show you here, the marble sits in here, and then I use the rubber wheel to spin it, and as it spins around in the block here, it grinds all of the lumps and bumps and rough edges off and makes a finished marble that is often just nearly perfectly round within 1 or 2 1/1000ths of an inch. And so it's a really neat method, and it's fairly inexpensive, and it works really well. So I'm going to show you how I do that. You need a carborundum block. This is a carborundum block I get from Kingsley North Lapidary Supplies. It's a diamond dressing block or dressing stick. It's 100 grit silicon carbide. It's fairly soft. It's 2 inches by 2 inches by 6 inches long. I make all of mine into 1-inch blocks that are 2 inches long. So I mean, that's what it was, so I cut it out of. So I'm going to show you how I make these. It's super simple. You just have to get a block, and you need some kind of little rotary tool like a Dremel tool, and a little diamond bit. You can get these diamond bits, a whole set of them at Harbor Freight for like $5 or $10, so it's pretty inexpensive, and these get used up. Anyways, let me show you how to do that. The first thing we need to do is we need to cut this into 1-inch slabs, and then cut those slabs into 1-inch pieces. So I'm going to cut a piece off of this and a piece off of this and make a couple of blocks and show you how I make the dimple in them. So over here in the corner of my rock shop, I have a 10-inch Lord Tone, a diamond trim saw. It's got a nice blade on here, and for this application I don't even need to run this with water. It'll cut that carborundum block without any water. So let me just cut a couple pieces, slices, and then we'll make the dimples. So after I've cut the block and have one I want to turn into one of these cups, the first thing I like to do is I like to trim off these really sharp edges. So I just go over here to my lapidary wheel, my diamond wheel, and just quickly, and it doesn't need any water on it, I just quickly take those corners off, because it just makes it easier on your hands to hold it. So I've taken those corners off so it's not so sharp. It did have a little bit of water in my thing, so I'm going to grab this because it's kind of cold. It makes it easier to hold on to as well. And then I just take my Dremel tool. This is my little diamond bit, and it's getting worn out, but it still has diamonds on the front of it. But I'll show you just how quickly and easily I can grind a little dimple in there. The dimple doesn't have to be that deep. It can be about half as that deep, just enough that it will cup a marble so you can get started. So I just turn it around as I So the dimple doesn't have to be perfect. When I put this in, when I put a marble in here and put it on the spinner, this marble is going to wear away the hole some and make it fit just perfectly in there. And then as it gets deeper, that hole will get deeper and deeper, and eventually it gets too close to the wheel, and I have to take it over to my diamond wheel there and trim this down a little bit, so that it sits in there not so deep. So I'll show you how I get it started. And see, it's worn it down so that the dimple fits that perfectly. This right here is a piece of aluminum oxide. It's a compound that goes into a tumbler, and this right here is super hard. It's really hard, or even nearly impossible to grind this. This stuff is practically indestructible. But it makes good marbles, and it's a little bit heavier than silicon dioxide, the material that agates are made out of. It's the same weight as like aluminum, so it's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I make lots of blocks, and so I got 2 of them that I just made, and I'll use them for different sizes. If you're starting on a small marble, using a little bit bigger of a dimple is okay, but when you're starting on a bigger marble, you can't use a small hole like this, or else it kind of gets jammed in there and stuck in there. You can take a little one like this and trim it down so it's short, so the dimple is shallow like this, and then you can start a little one in there, or you can start a bigger marble in a littler block. But I use a lot of blocks up, and I have a whole variety of them here that I use for all kinds of different marbles, and I like to have lots of them because these they heat up, they get warm in your hand, and so I'll have 2 that I work on the same marble with, so that I can set one aside and let it cool down and pick up the other one and keep working on it. But you can see I've used them right up. I've even taken and glued these on top of a new block and keep grinding away, but I found that doesn't work very good, because when it gets to the glue kind of starts to burn. But yeah. So that's how I make one of these little marble grinding cups out of a carborundum block, and they work really well. It's the best material I have found. The only thing that I have found that works as well as this is a green lapidary wheel, like a 1-inch wheel that you can cut into pieces that's gotten too short for your lapidary arbor. And that green silicon carbide works really well too, but they hardly sell that stuff anymore. But you can find them at a garage sale or at a shop where they're selling some old stuff. Buy the little ones that have been ground down too short to work in their tool anymore, and you can cut those up and make blocks out of those too, and they work really great. That's what we first started using, is an old one of those. When I first started making marbles and I hunted around, I have used this stuff before. This is silicon carbide or carborundum. It's from an old, well, not an old, it was brand new, rubbing brick that was 8 inches long, and it was about $15 at the hardware store. But it's a really coarse silicon carbide, like maybe 30 grit or something like that. And I mean, it's made for, you know, rubbing against a brick to get cement off of it where it's spilled or off the floor, but it doesn't wear out and expose new sharp crystals like this stuff. This stuff wears out, not really fast, but it wears out fast enough that it's exposing new sharp crystals, and it grinds probably 4 or 5 times better than this stuff here. Somebody gave me, I think that this might have been silicon carbide too, and they gave me a big piece of this. It came from a big wheel, this pink stuff here. It works okay. It's not as good as this, so but I get these blocks, like I said, from Kingsley North online, and then you can find it in their sundries, or look for a diamond dressing stick and get the 2-inch by 2-inch by 6-inch one, and then cut it up with your saw. Or you might use it if you're making really big marbles, but I tend to not like to make big marbles. They're pretty hard to control. Anything over 1 inch is pretty hard to control on a spinner. It's just too much mass spinning around too fast. Well, let me know if you have any questions. That's all I can think of on how to make these. But thanks for watching. Have a great night.